Welcome to CSL TV, and I just hope you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day now. We're about to get into a very sad story. Reported, as you guys can see, Angie, over at Notice News. Shout out to them beautiful people over there. Oh, man, this is horrible, boy. Boy, oh, boy, rest in peace to you. But before we get into this content, because it is disturbing, you guys can help me out by subscribing to the channel. You know, doing that, it's free. Also, like and comment down below, because I use that as a feedback to bring many different, subjects and things to the channel. I'm just thinking about this story. Also, y'all got to be safe out there. As the holiday seasons, people are going crazy. But in other words, I don't want to make this intro too long. So y'all have a beautiful, blessed day. Let's get it.
This story out of New York City is absolutely heartbreaking and might be hard to watch. It all went down late Thursday afternoon at this bodega in Manhattan. Surveillance video catches this guy in green yelling at a man wearing red inside the store. He's a dad and he's with his 9-year-old daughter. As the guy in green leaves, the man in red puts his headphones on the counter, and the employees appear to ask him not to continue the argument. That's where things take a turn. Again, this footage is disturbing. A moment later, the guy in green runs back into the store and pulls out a gun. The man in red is shot in the chest and collapses just outside the store, steps away from his 9-year-old daughter. The 30-year-old man was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. It's not clear what led to this argument, but bodega employees say the man was a regular customer, and reports say people had to shield his young daughter from watching her dad die.
Such news!
I feel like I'm not in control.
Go along with it.
The gunman in green fled the scene on foot, and police are still searching for him, but as of right now, there hasn't been an arrest.
Now, this shit was sad as fuck to watch, for the simple fact, he got shot in front of his daughter. I'm sorry. She gonna be like, where's my daddy? Where's my daddy? And you can't just shield that shit away over something stupid, probably. Just for the simple fact, it's like people too afraid to wait and do a one-on-one fight and catch that fate. You know what I'm saying? And people afraid to be like, yeah, I got you. I got my ass whooped, but I got you too. Whatever. And then you guys can live to carry on. But when you fucking do shit like this, now both people lose, as well as others that's affected by it. So it's like a chain effect reaction. And it's like, y'all motherfuckers don't even be caring. Y'all just be like, bow. Okay, you gonna get caught. What the fuck?
This story out of California is heartbreaking. This is Robert Pliley, a 15-year-old high school student out of Southern California. He was at a house party on Halloween with about 300 other people when things took a tragic turn. According to police, after a fight broke out between a man and a woman, Robert stepped in to break it up and instead was shot and killed. At a news conference yesterday, police revealed photos of 2 persons of interest. One of a young man detectives think is the shooter, and another of a young woman who had been nearby when it went down. In 2020, guns became the leading cause of death among children and teens in the United States, outpacing car accidents, drug overdoses, and cancer. Robert's family and police are asking the public to come forward with any information about these suspects, as well as anyone else who may know what went down the night Robert was killed. Grandfather said this:
"There were others at the party that knew Robert's killer. I can't even imagine how those individuals can live with the fact that somebody they knew committed murder."
Police are still investigating, and the family is offering 10 grand to anyone who has info that can lead to an arrest and conviction.
So now it's time to watch this video where we gonna watch these killers, these sick motherfuckers that was out here with us, reaction to the sentences that they get. Now, if you haven't already, you can subscribe to the channel to help your boy out, and it's free. Like and comment down below, because I use the feedback to bring you guys different type of content. Now, this is just a review and a reaction channel, as well as an informational channel. So like, if some shit going on in the world, You know what I'm saying? And I find out about it, I'm definitely going to let you guys know. And then boom, if you heard it somewhere else, if you heard it from me and my resources, then guess what? Good. Because you can't be everywhere at all times. And somebody needs to put out there what motherfuckers is doing and what's going on. So if this shit become a stupid, sick ass trend, we know. But I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Let's get into the video.
As if their crimes weren't horrible enough, these killers showed no remorse in court towards their victims' families. Michael Swanson. In 2010, Michael Swanson went on a demented killing spree, killing a store clerk in Algona, Vicki Bauman Hall, before driving down the road to Humble, Iowa, and killing another store clerk, Sheila Myers. At the trial, Michael was sentenced to life without parole, but the grin on his face showed some sort of heinous accomplishment.
Cold-blooded murder. Cold-blooded murder, young man. You are dangerous.
This kid right here definitely got some mental issues. When you're driving that, how far you driving to kill people, you have so much time to think about what the fuck you might do, and then to actually follow through with it. You know what I'm saying? He's smiling right here. He's evidently in his jail suit. There's motherfuckers in the courtroom doing the same shit. So you know he showed no remorse or anything. And that's sad that we're living with people out here that are motherfucking mentally fucked up like this guy. You know.
You are dangerous.
Ronnie O'Neill. In 2018, Ronnie O'Neill murdered his son by setting their home on fire. His son survived and eventually testified against Ronnie in the subsequent trial.
Did I hurt you that night of this incident?
Yes.
I did. And how did I hurt you?
They stabbed me.
Ronnie was sentenced to 3 life imprisonments, but his demeanor was not that of a resentful father.
I am not sorry for something I didn't do, and I am not sorry for the things I did do.
This one sick motherfucker I watched who was on trial. And the crazy part is they let this stupid motherfucker represent himself, you know what I'm saying, in the courtroom. Now, I don't know why they let people represent themselves in the courtroom and they fucking on shit like this or mentally like this guy. But he also said that he didn't feel bad for what he did and that whatever for what he didn't do. So you stabbing your son, all this shit, setting the house on fire, you don't feel bad for that. Think about how this make him feel as a boy who's supposed to look up to his father, his parents, as the goddamn superhero of their day. You know what I'm saying? To be the one to say he was the one that was going to kill me and take me out. And then how he was talking in the courtroom. Yeah, he got exactly what he deserved. And you know how the guys on the other side treat guys like him.
Thomas Lane. In 2012, Thomas T.J. Lane became the prime suspect after a school shooting occurred at Chardon High School, Ohio. At the end of the shooting, Thomas had killed 3 students and injured 2 others. During the trial, Thomas's lack of remorse was blatant, flipping off the victims' families and even wearing a shirt that had killer written on it.
Saying pull the trigger to kill your sons, you know, basic memory.
He was sentenced to 3 life sentences.
Damn, I usually be saying giving these kids another chance. But this little motherfucker killed 3 people and shot, well, wounded 2, but shot 5 total from what we hearing of kids that had been in the cross of his path. Now, I don't understand what make these people think the way they do, but man, we living with motherfuckers like this though, and it's sad that, not to be political, but when you got one house versus the other house, instead of both houses come together, it's some shit that we always gonna have to live with, of people being not united but divided in the states. You know what I'm saying? Because all we gotta do is come together, listen to each other's views, try to make things better. But when you try to be funny, block out one side and whatever, I'm not trying to be too political. I just said we need to be more united.
Sentences. Isaiah Gardenhire. In 2011, Isaiah Gardenhire's 2-day killing spree was a truly horrific event. Gardenhire broke into the home of a pregnant woman, raped her, and killed her 13-year-old daughter. He then broke into her neighbor's home, tied up the couple living there, and raped the wife. All this before breaking into another home and killing the couple living there. During Gardenhire's trial, no ounce of remorse was visible. Instead, he kept flipping off the judge.
All right, go ahead and turn his video off, please.
This guy, he fucking around here, killing kids, raping women, killing couples. Man, that's sick as fuck. How could you get aroused or have any type of sexual pleasure of hurting someone? Like, you fucking sick. This motherfucker should have got the death sentence. Fuck them goddamn life sentences. But then again, life sentences is better because them guys on the other side, when they get a hold of that ass, you're gonna see how aroused that gonna be when they get a hold of you, G, you know. Because for the simple fact, that's some sick ass, fucking demonic ass shit. Fucking going around raping women and killing kids and women and couples. How could you think like that? Fucking breaking in homes, being like that. And to be in the courtroom, flipping the judge off? Bro, you need some fucking help on God. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't even have the chance to be able to get your life right. That's why I say you should get the death sentence so you can be buried with your motherfucking sins and all this other shit, you know. That's just very fucked up to be in the courtroom, flipping off the judge, all this stupid ass shit. Like, you really don't need to be out here. That type of energy
turn his video off, please.
Danta Wright. In 2017, Danta Wright shot and killed Jordan Clay, a fellow high schooler at Ann Arbor High School. Before the trial, the families of Jordan reached a sentencing agreement with Danta Wright. Overconfident with the outcome of the trial, Danta displays nonchalance and visibly smiles during the victim impact statement.
You won't get the luxury of raising your child because you took mine away.
As if that wasn't enough, he tried giving a distasteful final statement.
I just want to tell y'all, I'll be home soon. R.I.P. Keon. I love my family.
He said this shit and was acting like he is a motherfucking celebrity, won an award or something. Yo, what the fuck? You up here trying to give a speech like, yeah, shout out to God, shout out to this person, that person. I wouldn't have made it without my family pushing me as my support system, and I doubted myself. Who the fuck you think you is, Mr. Killer Boy? You know what I'm saying? Like, you took a life, my boy. Your ass is not getting up. And how you was acting, if you getting in trouble inside, that shit just gonna extend it. And I'm pretty sure that could possibly happen.
Cami Agamet. In 2012, Cami Agamet stabbed her boyfriend, Marcel Hill, 12 times before smashing his head with a frying pan. Although during the trial she claimed that she had acted in self-defense, she ultimately sentenced to life imprisonment. During the victim impact statement, Camia remained unmoved.
And we hope that each and every day that you remember the cries of help that he screamed as you plunged that knife in and out of his body.
Nah, this girl, she fucking cold-blooded and got power like a motherfucker to kill somebody with a goddamn pen. And how the hell you just in the courtroom looking like, I hope they hurry the fuck up. I got shit to do today. She run her damn off. That's her vibe. That's how she look. They got me going through this fuck shit. I need to hurry up. I gotta go over to Ronnie's house and go talk to my homegirl, get my money. This is how she look in the courtroom to me. So I don't know how it made somebody on, you know what I'm saying, the victim side look when they have to sit with her in the courtroom. I can just imagine how it look and feel, etc., because she giving off that motherfucking vibe. At least to me.
Bass Webb. In 2011, the infamous Bass Webb, who was already serving jail time for attempted murder, inciting a jail riot, and second-degree murder, was in court for the murder of a woman 10 years prior. Although the majority in attendance did not expect a remorseful Bass, he did not disappoint.
Mr. Webb, do you want to come forward?
this motherfucker dude, he goddamn devil worshiper and very satanic. He got some shit on his head talking about kill rats. I remember this guy. He motherfucking goddamn got the people he killed on his fucking head and some crazy ass, like, you know what I'm saying, worship to killing people type shit on his head or something. But I remember his dude trial. I seen his video and he don't give a fuck. Y'all seen how he looked when the judge called his name? He had that look on his face like, man, this bitch calling me, bruh. The fuck she want? I guess I can get up. That's how he fucking, the expression and vibe he gave me when she called his name, and how he reacted to the shit and how slow he responded and moved. Like, man, I guess I get up. But this the type of motherfucker who really don't need to be out here. If you fucking glorifying the shit that you did by, you know what I'm saying, tattooing your only body that you gonna have that God gave you, and this is how you motherfucker treat it. You ain't giving it no pleasure or anything for your soul, just fucking your whole body up, and fucking your soul is dark as fuck anyway, so I guess I see why you did this shit to your body.
Randall Moore. The protective order filed by the ex-wife of Randall Moore separated him from his child, setting Randall on a downward spiral. In an attempt to access his child, he kidnapped and eventually killed his ex-wife, Teresa Ann Lynch. During the victim's statement, Randall's disrespect towards his ex-mother-in-law was chilling.
Read the journal she wrote. She hated you.
Thank you, Judge.
She hated you. You're a loser.
He is currently serving 3 life sentences.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of murder in the first degree.
Nah, this motherfucking guy is so disrespectful. How the hell you in the courtroom dissing somebody's mother the way that you did, you know? And saying some stupid ass shit like that. She must have had it tough being with you. You know what I'm saying? She probably couldn't really see her family like that or none of that shit. And people like that, you have to be careful because, man, you never know what the fuck they thinking. I mean, you never know what anybody thinking. But to be living with a guy like this, oh, you can just tell how it was with him. You know, very controlling. You can't do this, can't do that. I think you should eat this. I think you should wear that. I think this and this. Now, if someone asks you or you make a suggestion, whatever. But I think it was more of a you better type feel. You know what I'm saying?